What's up, Carnival Spirits? It's TJ, and I'm back on the internet today with another live stream from me to you, coming out of the highlands of Beverly Hills, Massachusetts. What the fuck is going on? How y'all doing? It's Friday. I've got some red wine. We're drinking, and I hope you guys are doing well. If you're quarantined, I hope you're not going stir crazy just yet, because we've only just begun. But I'm gonna procrastinate for a little bit. We've got a different kind of video than I've been doing lately. Today we're gonna unbox a package I received in the mail last week. You know how long it's been since I've done an unboxing video? September of 2016. How can that fucking be? How can it be? It's like four years since I've opened my mail on camera for y'all. But I'm going to do it today. And we're dual streaming Facebook and YouTube simultaneously, doing the damn thing. You know, shout out to Scotty Balls and Cali Green 2 Fresh, holding it down recently. You know, Cali's been doing these awesome, videos showing his favorite albums, his favorite music albums in the past decade. I've been helping him edit those videos. Scotty Balls have been doing after dark live streams. I joined one last week, and he was a hot mess, got shit-faced, you know, took his pants off and everything. But I was watching the one he did a couple days ago that I wasn't able to join because I'm actually still working, because my job is considered essential. And so I don't get to quarantine with the rest of y'all. I'm actually out there on the front line. And so I can't really stay up late because I work mornings. But I was, I don't know, I saw a comment from Joker's Gallery, 20 and 17, what up, man? And he had said something to the effect of he agrees 100% with what Mitchell was saying at the end of that After Dark video. And I was like, what? I didn't even know Mitchell joined that stream because I didn't watch it. I was sleeping. And so I went and I checked it out today. And I actually, I heard some shit that was incorrect. So I'm going to correct that shit in this live video, as well as, well, I'm going to do a bunch of things. We're not just going to open my mail. We're going to chop it up a little bit. Yo, what up, Scottish Misfit? Yeah, last week I joined Tales from the Lotus podcast in their video. Actually, it was the video titled A Very Sad Time, R.I.P. DJ Run for Cover. Because if you didn't know, one of the co-creators of Tales from the Lotus podcast passed away last week. Very sad, not coronavirus related, but nonetheless, there's no good time for a homie to pass away. And and I hopped on that live stream and had a really great conversation with Mitchell of the Murder Mayhem Show. Hey, there you are. I see you in the chat. So yeah, and I'm just kind of going around the world here because I want to make sure I'm being thorough, but I actually have video clips to share, evidence to present, and I've got facts to correct or to set straight. And it's all in good fun. So no hard feelings, but when I hear somebody say something that's wrong, I'm gonna chime in. I wish I was able to join that live stream. They were having such a dope conversation. And if you have a few hours to spare, I recommend checking out Scotty's After Dark video. It's the one with the date March 24th, 2 days ago. All right, but let's get there. Let's get there. Hold on. Don't rush me. Don't rush me, Mitchell. So check this out. First and foremost, I just want to say that, because maybe I haven't said this on this channel yet, but DJ Run for Cover was a really good dude, and I remember my first time hopping on Tales from the Lotus podcast you know, this YouTube channel that has only been around for a couple of years. And these guys were all, you know, subscribers of Carnival Spirits, and I knew them all before they started that channel. But when they did start that channel, man, they really you know, started something special. And I'm very proud to say that, like, there's a lot of activity in the Juggalo YouTube community since live streaming became a thing. And, you know, for a while, Carnival Spirits was the only one doing it. And I kind of spearheaded the whole every Saturday afternoon thing as just my own personal challenge to go live once a week on Saturday. And it ended up being a thing. It ended up being a thing that lasted for fucking years until I got burnt out. And once it started feeling like a chore, and once it started becoming difficult to get people to join me, I was just like, all right, I need to stop, or let some of the other crew members of Carnival Spirits pick up the baton. And it never really, you know, continued without my helmsing of the project. Yo, what up, Callie Green? Yo, what up, Sean? I mean, what up, Hippo? You got your real fucking name as your YouTube avatar? What the fuck is that, dude? You're Hippo. Yo, what up, Steve? All right, so look, I just want to say about DJ Run for Cover. There should be a link in the description of this video, whether you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook, for a GoFundMe that's being hosted by Josh, Scottish Misfit. And this is for a recovery fund because, you know, he left behind a few kids and a wife, and it's just devastating and heartbreaking. And I know that we're on the cusp of the end of the world, and there's going to be a lot of death and sorrow in all of our futures. But right now, if you can afford to spare any funds, I highly recommend that you throw a couple bucks at this recovery fund. They actually set a goal for 665, and last week when I donated $50, they were just like $69 short of that goal. Looks like right now they're at 715, so they passed that goal. But that goal ain't shit. You should just donate, and you know, if you can, okay. So again, the link for DJ Run for Cover's GoFundMe recovery fund for his family is in the description of these videos. So check that out if you care to. And also, you know, in that video, in that live stream that I joined, you know, I give a lot of credit to Warlockside and to Scottish Misfit for soldiering on, you know, for continuing, for not folding the channel and giving up, because, you know, like they said, he would have wanted them to prosper as a channel. So, you know, we've always been supportive of them, and right now, I want to support them more than ever. So I just feel very strongly that you know, this Juggalo family, you know, tends to step up when it counts, and this would be a great time to step up. You know, like I said, if you're able to. I know a lot of people are out of work right now. A lot of people are in a tough spot. So I'm just throwing it out there into the universe, into this video, into the ether, whatever you want to call it. Yo, what up, Cyrax? I think I'm only seeing YouTube, you know, live chat. I don't think I'm seeing the Facebook one. I apologize, because every time I go back and look at the Facebook videos, I see all the comments in the chat, and they're like, I don't think he can read these. No, I can't. I can't read them. All right. So what's next on the agenda here? What did I mention? What do I want to bring up? All right. So let's start here. A couple of days ago, while I was on Tales from the Lotus podcast stream, again, I said it was the one titled "A Very Sad Time," R.I.P. DJ Run for Cover. You know, I joined while Crazy McCormick was there, Warlockside, and Mitchell from the Murder Mayhem Show. There you are. And, you know, at the very end of that stream, I I invited him to join me in a live stream like right now, and he kind of brushed it off like, I'm not interested in the internet. I just want to play video games, and but I appreciate it. He thanked me, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then the very next day or 2 days later, he's up on Twitter going, I'm bored. Someone join me in a live stream. I was like, really, dude? And then 2 days ago, he's up on CarnivalSpirits after dark, having a fucking hell of a conversation with my boys. And I haven't watched the whole thing, but like I said, Joker's Gallery commented on that video, and I'll quote him. He said, Mitch killing it on the twisted ICP stuff at the end. Agree 100%. Blah, 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 blah. Lots more stuff. Okay. So I was like, all right. So Mitch is dropping knowledge on our channel. I have to admit, it's a 3-hour live stream that I do not have time to watch. So I went to the end of it and I couldn't find, well, I mean, I didn't actually finish, because as soon as I heard this one thing, I was like, all right, now I've got some fucking material for my next video, because I heard Mitchell say something that was incorrect. And so I am here to correct you, sir. And trust me, this is nothing serious. It's what up, Shanzi? All right, we'll let Don Chaos join me. What's up, Chaos?
What up? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I hope as long as you don't mind that the camera's on, but as long as you can hear me, I guess that's better.
That's all right. I mean, whatever excuse you have to be live streaming naked, that's fine. We don't want to see it. We just want to hear you. No, I'm just fucking with you. So you're going live later tonight, right? With the Hours of Podcast episode 99. Is that correct?
Yep. And then April 3rd is the 100th episode and the 3-year anniversary. So if you guys know any special guests you want on there, tell them to hit me up.
Well, I don't know any special guests more special than me, so I'm going to try and join you for that. And that's going to be way past my bedtime, but I'll probably stay up for the beginning, and I'll just join you for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right? Who knows? I might just make it an all-day event.
All day live streaming. Yeah, whatever, man. I trust that you've got some stuff in store for us, and I know that you want to have special guests. So yeah, let's put that out there. If anybody wants to join Don Chaos's 100th episode of the Hours of Chaos podcast, get at us, because it's pretty epic. What's the occasion? Why are you doing it on April 3rd?
Because that's the actual anniversary of when I started doing the podcast too. And I've been doing this for 3 years already. Can you believe that? So
3-year anniversary, the 100th episode. That's pretty tight.
And y'all are out of work. Don't act like you guys can't join. Y'all know you can. Whether you're an artist or group, you can join. Y'all have nothing else fair to do right now.
Hey, that's true. That's true. Most of these motherfuckers are out of work. But I gotta say, I am enjoying the surge of internet activity from artists lately. Because of this whole fiasco with the virus. Like what about DJ Clay in Bales doing a live concert the other day? Did you watch that?
I didn't, but it looked like it was a really dope, cool concept and idea.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either, but it sounds cool. Again, people, I work early mornings, so it's hard for me to stay up late. And the only reason I'm able to do this video right now is because I got tomorrow off. So, of course, I'm taking advantage, and I'm drinking my sorrows away. Are you drinking anything? You smoking tonight, Chaos? Or are you just teetotaling in the fucking pandemic?
Just chilling and just got deep.
Say that again?
Oh, I said I've just been chatting.
All right, cool. Are your socks matching? Give me all the details. Fuck.
Well, let's just say I had mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, green beans, and pork chops. Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you for that dinner update. Yo, Steven, you are correct. Clownvis has been streaming 8 days in a row. Yo, Clownvis is my fucking spirit animal. On night 2 of the whole Clownvis to the rescue thing, I hopped on there from the CarnivalSpirits account, and I started fucking chiming in, and I got his attention, and he actually shouted us out. So I took the screenshot. I took like a little clip of that, and I put it up on our Instagram and Facebook and stuff, because I fucking love Clownvis, and I support that motherfucker to the fullest. As a matter of fact, well, Chaos, if you weren't on the screen right now, you'd be able to see my Clownvis puppet in the back. You guys know I got that shit. And yeah,
Clownvis, you know, I wish I could.
No, he's hilarious. I mean, I kind of joined. I joined and watched a little bit of night 3. Again, he's been going live 8 nights in a row. He's a fucking warrior. He's the king of clowns, but he's also a live streaming warrior now. But I just hopped on night 3, and he was like eating almonds, and he just had like almonds stuck in his teeth, and it just became a part of the bit. It was very funny.
That is funny.
I mean, it's funny if you eat almonds, you know what we're talking about, because those fuckers get stuck in your teeth. Do you eat almonds?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Oh, yeah. I love almonds, especially those like ones that you get at the carnival, the like cinnamon ones and stuff.
Cinnamon? What the fuck? What, you're like dipping your walnuts? I mean, you're dipping your nuts in cinnamon, dude. What's wrong with some raw organic almonds? You know, why you got to turn a healthy thing into a cavity fucking cinnamon almonds? Goddamn, Chaos. Do you brush your teeth twice a day? You better.
I'll do if you eat them in healthy.
That wasn't the question. Good. You got to get those molars in the back. Yo, is there any almond emojis out there? If there are, let me see those almond emojis in the chat.
AKA, show us your nuts.
No. Scratch that. All right, Chaos, what do you say we stop beating around the bush and we get to the meat and potatoes of this video, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So instead of using my my iPad as my visual aid today, what up, Steel City Dahmer? Today I'm going to actually use StreamYard's functionality to actually share videos on my screen, and we're going to play a clip from, again, I talked about this before Chaos joined. So, you know, last week I had a great conversation with Mitchell from the Murder Mayhem show, and you guys, like, you guys love watching me on CarnivalSpirits. I highly recommend you go check out that live stream. When we're done here, I'm going to put the links in the description. So pretty much every video I'm going to show you right now will have a link in the description before the end of the night, so you can go watch the original video and give them the views if you want to see the full stream or you want to hear the whole conversation. And that's what I'm saying. I actually was on there for like over an hour chopping it up with these guys. You know, I think it was Mitchell and Warlockside and Crazy McCormick, and I mean, I was on there you know, the week before, and there were some other people like Scrappy and Church, and so anyways, those are my people, and I got a lot of love for them, and I'm going to help promote their channels as much as I can while I'm, you know, fucking shit up here on CarnivalSpirits. Yo, what up, Brooklyn Menace? Oh, wait, that's not this chat. That's the fucking chat from 2 days ago in the After Dark video. Never mind. Brooklyn Menace is fucking ghosting me, but at least he's up late and checking out our After Dark videos. All right, so I'm going to, let's see if I can do this correctly here. All right, can you guys see the screen? Somebody let me know in the chat if you can see this screen. And if you can, I'm going to hit play, and we're going to play this clip from 2 days ago on this channel.
Yep, I can see it.
Well, you're in the video with me. I want to make sure. Okay, thank you, Steven. I just want to make sure somebody.
Well, I mean, I'm watching on my phone too.
That's cool, but I mean, I just need confirmation that, you know, somebody who's just a subscriber can fucking see this shit. What up, Jazz? What up, Just Migs? So, guys, if you guys were actually watching this video live, yo, give me an emoji in the chat. Any emoji, it don't matter. Now I'm going to give you the context right here. Again, the reason why I went to check this out is because, yeah, who's that sexy, hairy motherfucker in the bottom right-hand corner? That's Shanzi. Yo, what up, Leroy Jenkins? So the reason I joined this video, I mean, the reason I wanted to go peep this video is because of the comment that Joker's Gallery left. See that shit right there? It says Mitch killing it on the twisted ICP stuff on the end. So that's awesome. I'm like, great. I want to hear this. I want to check it out. And so I kind of clicked over there, and the first thing I saw was them talking about the American Psychos tour era, which is right before Twisted left Psychopathic, and they were talking about how Twisted got arrested for weed in Florida. You remember this, Chaos? Do you remember these?
I do. I remember seeing the video footage of it.
This is a long fucking time ago. Like, CarnivalSpirits was less than a year old when this shit happens.
Yeah, and that was a good show too. I don't care what anyone says.
What show? Oh, what are you talking about?
The American Psycho tour. That was like a good tour.
That tour, yes. Well, what do you mean you don't care what anyone else says? I've never heard anyone say that tour wasn't the shit. Is that
they'd be crazy? True.
That was the last time most people got to see Twisted and ICP together on the same bill. That's what these guys were talking about. Okay, and Scotty Balls was like, I didn't get to see that tour. So the Tempest tour was the last time he got to see Twisted and ICP together on the bill. And then Mitchell was like, I don't think I've ever seen Twisted and ICP on the same bill before, except for Dark Lotus, which isn't the same, but it is, but it isn't, because it's one set. It's not a Twisted set and an ICP set. Okay, you get my point. So anyways, these guys are talking about, actually, you know what they did? They played the clip of the TMZ report of those fucktards, like, you know, exploitating the situation. And when I saw that, it's been so long since I've seen that, I'm just thinking, like, man, you know, Mitchell's probably right. This happened after the Opaque Brotherhood tour, which was probably the tour that ICP and Twisted got into a scuffle. Because remember when Monoxide kind of went on a live stream and spilled the tea about Jay, I don't know, being all pilled out or drunk and talking shit, and then there was like fucking hands were thrown. You remember that where Monoxide kind of like talked about there was a fight on the Dark Lotus tour?
Yeah, I don't remember what tour he was saying, but I remember him saying how him and Jay supposedly got into it.
Well, he didn't say what tour it was. He said he thought it was a Dark Lotus tour. And come on, there's really not that many fucking Dark Lotus tours to fucking to go through. So
right, I need to go back and rewatch it.
Look, I'm just speculating that it was the Opaque Brotherhood because they did go on tour. Anyways, that's irrelevant. The point that I'm making is that these guys were reminiscing on the good old days. And it's pretty fucking sad that that was the good old days, right?
Right.
But it's true. All right. Sorry, I had to close my window. It was getting a little chilly in here. And normally I'm heating up, but it's getting a little chilly. All right, so more context. They were talking about, yeah, you were saying? So they were talking about Twisted getting arrested in Florida. And then Scotty, I think, was the one who brought up J10, because J10 was the scapegoat for that whole situation. And those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you got a lot of fucking, like, you know, homework to do, or maybe it's not important. Maybe this is fucking old news. Maybe there's people out there that want to bury this fucking subject, but I'm very impartial about it. I mean, it really is not important, but just because these guys were talking about it, I'm going to play you a clip right now where I heard something that was that in my mind, I was like, wrong. And so I'm going to pause the video as soon as I hear that wrong statement, and then I'm going to correct said statement, and then we're going to move forward. I just think this is fun because it's interesting to me that, like, you know, we all have a memory of what happened, and it's a collective memory. You know, you got Danny Boy, you got Chauncey, you got Scotty, you got Mitchell, and they all remember things. And as they're talking about it, one person sparks another person's memory, and so forth. And why not let me on the show to defend it, whatever it is? There's nothing to defend. When you see what I'm talking about, you will be fine with it. And all I'm saying is that there was a mismemory, and here we go. I'm going to play the clip.
Yeah, that's crazy to think that, dude. Like, it was almost 10 years ago since this tour, since American Psychos.
Right.
And that was Blaze, too, so that was, yeah. I'm sure, awesome.
That was when Jamie fucking looked like a meth head.
Dude, when those shots came out of him, I was like, yeah, somebody needs to check that one.
Well, dude, I was there at that show, and, like, yeah. I was like, looking at him on stage, being like, that's not him. Like, I was like, that doesn't even look like Jamie. What the
I thought that was in Florida, where they got their mug shots. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was Florida that they got their mug shots.
Yeah, I remember the whole J10.
When they got arrested on that tour.
Yeah, J10 like snitched on him, and then.
Oh, he really didn't, though. He didn't, and he proved that he didn't.
Right, he was saying he didn't, and then he came out with the EP, Who You Did Who, like this album.
Yep.
He had, like, the police report or whatever that said that, like, the owner of the hotel was the one they called, and he had nothing to do with it. He, like, proved. Yeah. He proved his innocence. He even did an interview with, like, Fago Lovers or something where he talked all about all that shit.
Dude.
All right. That's it right there. So, you know, Mitchell's correct. He did come out. J10 did come out with, like, a police report that said that it was some other guy that called the cops or whatever. And that's not what I'm here to correct. What I'm here to correct is that it wasn't an interview on Fago Lovers. It was an interview on Child's Play Ninja's channel. And the reason I was kind of like semi-triggered by that mismemory is because it is very well known that Fago Lovers used to get a lot of flack from diehard juggalos for being a little biased towards Psychopathic over the years. When certain people would kind of come out and speak out against Psychopathic, especially when other artists would come out and speak out against Psychopathic, Fago Lovers had a reputation for not sharing that information. And J10 is a perfect example of this, because J10 was not just, I mean, look, here's the thing, is I actually know J10 personally, or at least I did back then, and I can prove it. So let's take a look at this clip right here of 10 years ago at the Gathering of the Juggalos. This is a fucking 10-second video of, it's super awkward. It's cringy as fuck. Like, let me give you some context. I showed up at this gathering, and literally I'm just like unpacking the car, and I've only been at the campsite for like 1 fucking minute, and all of a sudden I have a camera in my face, and I just didn't know what was going on, and this happens.
Oops, I hit record. You know what that is? Not a dick. It's a rhino, motherfucker.
All right.
Oops, I hit record.
I'll play that again.
Not a dick. It's a rhino, motherfucker.
So that's J10 and me at the gathering 10 years ago. And he's doing this whole, like, it's not a dick, it's a rhino, because I am the guy who put out Juggalo Agenda, where I actually changed the Hatchet Man into, well, I put a rhino horn on the Hatchet Man because that's my thing. The rhinoceros is my actual spirit animal, and the whole metaphor of having a thick skin is what I live by, you know, by being able to take hard knocks and to keep on persevering despite whatever the fuck is coming to get you. A rhinoceros is not only one of the toughest motherfucking animals that I've ever known, it's also like a walking dinosaur, and they're fucking going extinct. They're an endangered animal. There's so much that I respect about rhinoceroses that I just kind of like made it a part of the Beastmaster persona. And that's like a whole nother seminar. But anyway, the reason why I felt it was necessary, it's not necessary, but the reason I decided to come up here and just kind of shed some light on the situation is because for Mitchell to say like, oh, J10 did an interview with Fago Lovers or something is kind of like sloppy, because Fago Lovers wouldn't touch J10 with a 10-foot pole because he was attacking Psychopathic. You feel me, Don?
Yep.
Yeah, like he put out that diss album called Who You Dead Who. He had some fucking song called The Truth, which was all about Violent J being jealous of him because of, I don't know, his charisma. And if you guys didn't know, J10 used to be Blaze Your Dead Homie's hype man. You know,
I remember.
Yeah, so and during those days, like, you got to understand, I've been a juggalo since the 90s, and so is J10. And then I met him somewhere along the lines of like the late 2000s, and in my friend group, all of us that were friends with him or knew him were so fucking geeked that he got himself on stage as a hype man for Blaze. You know what I mean? Like you can you fathom how fucking dope that would be if one of your homies was all of a sudden hyping a Psychopathic artist? You know,
or it's like, it could be like if your homie does a track with someone from Psychopathic, you just give them a big pat on the shoulder and you're like, yes, yes.
Yeah, but what if you do a couple tracks with a Psychopathic artist, and then all of a sudden Violent J comes out and says, no, I don't want you to get any shine. In fact, when we do a live stream on the Attack of the Ninjas show, remember when Attack of the Ninjas was a live stream?
Yep.
I mean, there's things that were going on behind the scenes that J10 was really feeling slighted about. Like, for example, they forced him to wear like all black so that he wouldn't stand out, and like, it was really weird. It was really weird. Like, because if you remember that live stream, the background was all black, and so when you see it, like, he's almost like invisible because, you know, he's blending in with the background. But J10 is incredibly charismatic, and he moves, and he's got the moves, and, you know, he was an awesome hype man. But for some reason, he rubbed Jay the wrong way, and he got ousted from the fucking situation, and he had a hell of a chip on his shoulder. So he wrote a whole fucking diss album, and yes, he got scapegoated for fucking calling the cops on Twisted down in Florida. And I don't believe that he did it. Now, I don't know who did it. I don't think it was the fucking parking attendant. I don't believe that fucking police report 1 second. But I don't think it was him. It could have been anybody else. It could have been anybody. You really hardly ever know the real truth when it comes to situations like that. And that's really not important. But all I'm saying is that to say that it was like Faygo lovers that interviewed him is so fucking wrong, because Faygo lovers wanted nothing to do with J10 at this time, you know, because J10 was gunning hard. He had an album coming out, and this mixtape, Who Your Dead Who, was like a precursor to the album. I'm pretty sure that diss track to Jay, The Truth, was on the mixtape and on the album. I actually have the album, and for real, like, Cali Green Too Fresh has been hounding me for that fucking album for years. And I told them that I was going to mail it to him. So I just have to dig through my fucking CD collection, find that fucking CD. Yeah, the owner of the hotel, whatever. It don't matter. It's really not important who fucking called the cops. All I'm saying is that J10 became infamous during that situation, and he tried to capitalize on it. And he tried to propel his own solo career, and he was so jaded. And you know, some of my friends, you know, were really sympathetic to his plight. And it's very conflicting when your favorite bands and your most beloved fucking rap artists, and then your homie, someone who you've gathered with and you fucking chilled with, and you know, you've had heart to heart. You know, it's weird when when two people that you admire or that you're down with all of a sudden are not cool with each other anymore, you know? Like I'm going through that right now. Like, DC Faygo guy fucking hates me. Him and his girl, they fucking hate me, except they're friends with all my friends. For some reason, they unfriended me on Facebook, and I give them whack points for that, because I tried to apologize and I tried to bury the hatchet, and they want nothing to do with me. So fuck them. If they really feel like that I'm some sort of like unforgivable wildebeest that just can't be fucking tolerated as a friend, like, then I'm sorry. And I've already apologized to them privately, and I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes people hold grudges, and J10 had such a grudge against Psychopathic and Jay that he went like all out. So Faygo lovers didn't want anything to do with that, because they didn't want to fucking bite the hand that feeds, right? And it would be very awkward for them to put J10 on a platform, on their platform, when they're getting, when Psychopathic is kind of like their number one. You hear what I'm saying? Like, it's politics. It's politics, and it's awkward. So all right. So I'm just gonna play you like the first minute of this, just to prove to you that this was CPN that interviewed J10, and then I'm gonna give you guys another fucking truth bomb that's gonna blow your wigs. If anyone even cares about this shit.
What the fuck is up, everybody? The motherfucking CPN show. We are live. We are live. We are live right now on the CPN show. How does that make everybody feel? There are people watching Blog TV. There are people in the chat rooms of the radio show. There are people who are anonymously listening. And there are people who are called in on switchboard. Oh, yeah. It is a night. It is a night to remember. Because today, I have been working on this for, I guess, the past 2 weeks. And today we have J10. We have the motherfucking one and only J10. Some people have asked me, why would I have J10 on my show? This is the thing. I like controversial people. As you may or may not agree, I am pretty much one of the most controversial motherfuckers when it comes to the Juggalo online community.
All right. And this is 5 years before CPN blew up, you know, talking about the ICP Twisted split, you know, in 2017. So it's kind of cool because it's a small world. And hey, Mitchell, I got nothing but love for you, buddy. And I'm sorry to fucking, you know, blow this out of proportion. I'm just drunk and I'm having fun with it, but I'm presenting proof. And here's the one last tidbit that I find to be, I find this amusing. You know, CPN just said in the beginning of this fucking video that he worked for like 2 weeks to get this interview. And the truth is that I'm the reason he got that interview, because I knew J10 and I knew CPN. I told CPN that I knew J10, and I'm the one that hit J10 up and said, "Hey, I got a buddy who wants to interview you. What do you say?" And he was like, "All right." And so I connected CPN and J10 to make that interview happen. And this was June 13th, 2012. And again, I'm going to put all the links to these videos in the description of these live streams that I'm doing right now, so that you guys can go check it out if you want. If you guys are bored, you guys are quarantined, you guys want to watch this old ass fucking interview with J10 that CPN did, you guys want to fucking go back and listen to the entire, conversation I had with Mitchell on Tales from the Lotus podcast last week. You guys want to check out that 3-hour live stream Scotty Balls did after dark 2 days ago, and apparently Mitchell was killing it on some twisted ICP facts. Like, that's what it's all about, man. I want you guys to enjoy yourselves and not fucking go stir crazy during these crazy times, where the coronavirus is trying to fucking wipe us out. So that is the end of this segment of this video. And Chaos, you still with me?
Yeah.
All right. You've done some unpacking videos recently. I saw you open your mail and you had some let me take this off the full screen for a second. We don't need to see that. So Chaos, you got some mail from what, Ouija Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that again? I forget. I know I watched it, but just tell us, remind us, what'd you get in the mail recently?
It was some dope basketball shorts that you really thought was cool, and a dope basketball jersey.
Basketball shorts. All right. Well, check this out. My last fucking unpacking video in 2016, I'm going to play a little snippet of it right here. Let's see what I got in the mail. This is the last time I opened my mail on camera. Any guess as to what's in here? All right. The paperwork. Look at that fucking beard. Well, I'll start with this. I just shaved because the CDC recommended it, and I work in the public, so I needed to shave. Excellent. I got myself some basketball shorts. Basketball shorts! Are you fucking kidding me? Chaos. This is this is like some Dark Carnival shit.
Right?
Dark Lotus. All right. Wait a minute. Chaos. What are the chances that I'm wearing those fucking pants right now?
A very probably high chance.
Oh, dude. Here they are. Where's my leg?
Those are dope. Those are very dope.
All right. I'm going to sit down before I spill my wine. Yeah, so I took a look at the last video I made opening my mail, and I was like, holy shit. I was more surprised that it was fucking 4 years ago or 3.5 years ago. But I'm not going to lie. I didn't like coincidentally wear the shorts. I just put the shorts on today because I was like, oh, sweet. I still have those. I'll wear them. Right. And yeah, so we're gonna open my mail today, and I got the package right here. I told you guys before I ordered something from the Psychopathic vaults, which is a relatively new thing. You know, I mean, back in the day they had a fan mail. You know, like I'm saying back in the day, like back in the 90s, I joined ICP's fan club where you'd get a brochure and you would order merch that way. And then later, yeah, what's in the box? What's in the box? I just watched the movie Seven recently. I put that on when I was going to sleep the other day. So You guys know that like the evolution of Psychopathic's merchandise game has just gone through a lot of twists and turns. You know, they had what was it called? Hatchet Gear. Remember Hatchet Gear? But can you believe Hatchet Gear is a thing of the past now?
Yep.
And right now they have Psychopathic merch, but recently they came up with this thing called the Psychopathic Vault, where I can't say it with a straight face. They created a fucking what is it?
eBay account.
They created an eBay account. So I bought something off of ICP through eBay. And according to the eBay, it said that there was only 2 more left. And I got one of them. Now, without further ado, are you ready for this chaos?
Yes. I might have to order some stuff off of there. They've been having some cool old-fashioned stuff on there.
All right, so here's the package, and Chaos, if you got good eyes, I want you to pay attention because there might be a subliminal message on this package for you.
Oh,
right,
okay.
Let me open this.
Oh, oh, that's dope.
All right, let's see here. All right. Oh, and by the way, the knife I'm using to open this fucking package is official Beastmaster Swiss Army knife that my sister bought for me when she was in Switzerland. And
that's dope.
I know I've told this story on every Saturday afternoon in the past, but she went to the official Swiss Army knife manufacturing plant, and she put in the order for this, and then had to sit in a waiting room. And when it was ready to be picked up, they like announced it they were like, Beastmaster, Beastmaster. And my sister had to go and claim the knife that she bought for me as a gift. I forget if it was birthday or Christmas, but this is one of my favorite fucking things. I use this motherfucker to open my bottles of wine as well. And my sister is the shit. She's about to give birth in about 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm about to have my very first niece. I'm going to be Uncle Beastmaster in a couple of weeks, guys. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so I got this package open, and you like my little. By the way, this right here is supposed to be a poop dollar. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, that is funny.
See that little poop emoji?
Hey, that could make a nice album artwork. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all Ouija Mac already ripped off Nirvana. I think ripping off a ripoff is like it's way too Xeroxy for me, man.
Right.
All right. So, any guesses what I got here? I mean, just by the size of this package, can you guys kind of guess? Look how thin this is. Can you guys guess? Did I already say live? I know I told y'all in the private chat. All right, I'm just going to open it. Here we go. So, we got some flyers. The fuck? A whole bunch of flyers. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I present.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, I've got here the Mighty Death Pop vinyl, and it's the limited edition. What makes it limited? I don't know. Is it the quantity? I mean, according to the Psychopathic Vault, there was only 2 of these available, and it was a pretty decent value based off of other vinyl that I've bought. Now, look, guys, in the past, I've said that I don't collect vinyl, and I didn't. But as time went on, I started to fucking cave, and I started slowly but surely collecting vinyl. I bought myself a record player, and yeah, I definitely slacked off. There's been a lot of Psychopathic, you know, the Waxworks series. So there's a lot of vinyl out there that I don't own, but I decided that this one was going to be the one that I picked up, that I took advantage of recently. As you can see here, it's got the tracks. I'm going to open the plastic right now because I just want to see, like, you know, how do they package this? Shanzi says vinyl dominates. I always keep the stickers, you know, I cut the plastic around and I keep the stickers. I keep the stickers. I don't know why I do that.
I do the same thing.
Just the other day, one of my friends on Facebook shared that she collects rubber duckies, and she wanted to know what other people collect. And I was like, what do I collect that I could share? And then I remembered, oh yeah, I've been collecting wristbands from every concert I've ever attended for the past 20 years. Can you imagine that?
That's crazy.
Especially with the amount of shows I go to. One day, guys, I'm going to show you all my wristband collection. It's fucking crazy. And I used to actually write down the names of each show on the back of the wristband, but then I got a little lazy, or maybe there were a few times where I was just like too drugged out and fucking fucked up to actually document the wristbands properly. So there's like a million mystery wristbands, and then a lot of them that are actually labeled, and so the ones that are labeled, it's like, oh, that's a really valuable wristband to me because that show was special. And then there's others that it's like, I have no clue what this wristband goes to, but it might have been the most epic show ever. I don't know. So they're all fucking valuable to me.
Right.
Because I don't know, you know, what shows go to what. But all right, so let's open this up here. Oh shit, this opens up like a book. Check this out. What?
Oh, that is some dope artwork.
Dude, you're seeing this first. Whoa.
That's basically all the videos from the Mighty Death Pop era. That's awesome.
You recognize any of these?
Oh, yeah. I can see parts from the Crispin Law video. I see parts from the Where's God video. I see parts from Jump Around. That whole Mighty Death Pop era was good. Their video quality back then was so good, and it still is.
It makes me wonder if that was like a knife twisting in the back of Twisted, like, because if they really did fight during the Opaque Brotherhood era, and then the Psychopathic, I'm sorry, the American Psycho Tour was the last time they toured together, and then they left shortly after. Remember when this came out? This right here was the last time that you ever heard ICP and Twisted together. It wasn't on the main album. It was actually on Mikey Clark's Extra Pop Emporium, right? They had that song called Substitute Teachers. You remember that?
Yeah, and I believe it also didn't have Willie D from the Ghetto Boys on it.
Yeah, and Chaos, would you like to be the one to break this news? Because I know you shared it with me earlier, and I actually wanted to say something, but it's fucking sad as fuck. Go ahead and tell us.
Well, apparently Scarface of Ghetto Boys has just been diagnosed with coronavirus. He was on Willie D's live show, so I don't know if you guys watch Willie D, but he actually has a YouTube channel where he goes live, which is actually very cool to watch.
Right. So you shared that video with me, and you know, honestly, I would play it right now, but I don't want to dwell on that right now. But I'll put the link in the description along with all these other links that I promised to put down there if you guys want to watch, because I'm going to check it out later. I'll probably check it out tomorrow.
It's just crazy knowing that we just saw the Ghetto Boys like last year at the gathering together, all of us.
I know, and not just that, but you know, the Ghetto Boys, they're like fucking, you know, they're pioneers of this genre, right? I mean, it,
Oh,
it's, you know, ICP covered them a couple times, and you know, getting to make music with them, and then shortly after that, I saw the Ghetto Boys live in Boston, you know, just a few years ago, and believe it or not, it was the first time they ever played Boston. Like, that just sounds fucking stupid to me. How can you not play Boston? Like, why didn't the Ghetto Boys get more? I don't know. It's like, why didn't Isham and Nodis ever tour back in the day? Like, it's kind of a shame, you know.
Was Bush with Bill on that actual show with them too?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, Scarface is the shit, Ghetto Boys is the shit, and Psychopathic, ICP is always, you know, kind of like pulling obscure, dusty old ass rappers up out of obscurity and giving them this limelight that, you know, for better or for worse, they didn't have before, and I just appreciate the fuck out of them and that whole situation. But look, man, this is the Mighty Death Pot vinyl. It's two fucking things here. Let's take a look at one of them. Right, you got the thing. So, you know, I didn't know if I was going to actually like throw this on the record player and you know, because I got it right here behind me. But I decided that that's going to be another video, because I'm going to show off my vinyl collection in another video. But right here, this is my I'll show you the record player. Hold on. This is really cool. So you can get these, and my player is a Star Wars fucking themed. It comes in this box, and then you open it up. It's a fucking
that's
Star Wars record player, yo.
Oh, that's dope.
And you know, it works with a USB port, so you know, you plug that bitch in, you throw the record on, it sounds great, you turn it up, and I've got a nice collection. It's not big, and I'll make a video showing all the records I've collected, but this one right here is the newest addition to my collection, and I'm fucking stoked about it because I love this album. And you guys know, if you've been following Carnival Spirits, that we actually did a podcast series called the Mighty Death Popcast, where each episode we broke down a song on the fucking album, and we actually came 2 songs shy from completing it. And I think that maybe now is the time to complete the Mighty Death Popcast. So I'm going to do my homework, and I'm gonna come correct, and I'm gonna finish what I started. We're gonna finish the Mighty Death Popcast very soon. Mark my words. I know I've said that a bunch of times, but guys, I'm clean shaven now. You can trust me. All right. What else do we got here? I do want to acknowledge the chat, because I know I don't do that often. And I want to tell you guys that moving forward, I would like to be a little more interactive, and I would like to answer your questions. And we're going to start right now, because I'm going to answer a question that I got a couple of days ago under an old video that I put out fucking 2012. That was a while. So we're talking like a video I made within the first month, like the second month of Carnival Spirits being a thing. I made a video called My Psychopathic Music Collection, where I showed my whole music collection. You remember that one?
Oh yeah.
All right. So let me get the share screen up. And so here's the comment It's right here at the top. It's from Crazy JP. It says, and this comment is from 1 day ago. It says, "What's up with the first two that you showed wrapped in plastic? The COC and Ringmaster. What's up with the Wraith with no image on the front disc?" All right, so let's just watch the beginning of this video to see what he's talking about.
The ground, baby. We're on the ground, baby. This clown don't smile.
I mean, look, I didn't really think that was yeah, I'm going to make you small because we can't even see you. I didn't really think that was such a mysterious thing. Like, you know, those two CDs there that are wrapped in plastic. But since I was asked, I'm going to pull them out and I'm going to discuss them. So hold on, because I got my collection right over here. All right. Carnival of Carnage, Ringmaster. And I've got 2 copies of each, okay? So we'll start with Carnival of Carnage. When Carnival of Carnage first came out, this is what you could get. Here's the disc. You know, back in the day, I used to write my initials on all my CDs because if you didn't do that, your CDs would get stolen by other people, especially in college. So I probably did that because it just I used to write my initials on all my CDs because that way I knew it was my CD and no other motherfucker could fucking steal it from me. Maybe that's not a good idea, but back in the day, it was necessary so that I could make sure it was my shit. Now, look, this is the original Carnival of Carnage here, and this is the one that it says 1993 on the back, and you know, again, here's what it looks like. Okay. Now, the one that's wrapped in plastic is got a different back than the original. This is a re-release, is what this is, and maybe somebody can school me in the comments or the chat why what the reason for re-releasing it was. But if you open it up, you can see that it's got a complete. It's remastered, you know, so there is differences between these CDs. I mean, if you guys used to be subscribed to Psychopathic Reviews, there are videos out there that compare these 2 CDs. Okay.
Yeah, I know why the difference there
I
is.
I know, but I got asked what's up with them, so I'm just showing that's what's up with them. I have both versions of this CD, and apparently, the fuck was that? That was my vinyl collection falling down in the background. So apparently I felt that these re-releases, these remasters were worth putting in this little plastic thing that I got here. Same thing goes with Ringmaster. So here's the Ringmaster. This is my original Ringmaster. And here's the back, right? We'll open it up. Wait a minute. Do I have that backwards? Oh shit! Hold on here. So this, I may have the wrong disc in the case though. I'm not sure. Let's open this up. So here's the one in the plastic. Wow, I might actually have the wrong disc in the wrong. You know what I mean? Because on the other one, the the remastered version of Carnival of Carnage had the big image, and, and here I've got it backwards. So I actually might have my shit all too fucking mixed up. But that's what it is. It's the re-release of the fucking album, and you can see this is the new one, or at least this is the new case right here. This is the old case. Okay.
Well, in the new one, if you look at some of them, they like have the island logo on them. Well, I think the new one does.
It's not that new. No, this doesn't have island on it, man.
Yeah.
But let's fix that here because yeah. Look at this. On this disc, look on the hats of the fucking ringmasters. See how it says TJL on the hats?
Oh, that's awful.
TJL, my initials. I'm telling you, man, don't steal my CDs. I got my name written on them. This right here is the fucking remastered version. That belongs in that case. This one belongs in this case. So who knows how long that's been fucking in the wrong. But you can actually see the re-release version is shinier. This one's gold foil. You can tell, can't you? This one.
Yeah, and the remastered one has a like golden parental advisory sticker on the corner.
No, man. There's no. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. There it is. My bad. It is. You are correct. It's right there. It's funny because the parental advisory sticker is usually black and white, and
right.
It's actually gold.
I always thought that was actually a cool addition to it.
What, you thought the parental advisory fucking thing was cool?
Well, I thought like it just being gold was cool. You know, I'm amused by little things.
You know, when Tipper Gore came out and fucking, you know, laid down the fucking law that they needed to, you know, put parental advisory warnings on albums that had explicit content, that fucked shit up for me. Because as a kid, I was trying to buy music, and apparently that little fucking parental advisory thing would trigger my parents. And they didn't want to let me buy albums that had that shit on there.
Yeah, I think we all dealt with that growing up. I even had some CDs that didn't even have parental advisory stickers, and they still like had the swear words on it and everything.
I'm just saying, when I was a kid and I went to the record store to buy music, and back then I was buying cassettes. You know, someday I'll show off my cassette collection. It's fucking epic to me. But I remember buying Ugly Kid Joe, As Ugly as They Want to Be, the EP, and it had that parental advisory fucking warning on it because I just wanted to own that shit, you know? Remember that song, I Hate Everything About You?
Yep.
Fucking awesome. I love Ugly Kid Joe. Ugly Kid Joe is on my bucket list for bands that I want to see live. They're always playing. Right. They're always playing out of the country. They're always playing overseas. That fucking sucks. They never play around here. But you know, I'm always trying to hit bucket list bands. Like recently, I saw Guns N' Roses last year. I saw Skid Row Sebastian Bach of Skid Row. He is Skid Row. I saw Skid Row without Sebastian Bach like fucking 15 years ago. Not the same. Not the same. They had some other dipshit singer. Not the same at all. But yo, so this is for Jordan. You know, the reason I got these wrapped in plastic is because they're fucking remasters and they're special, and I keep my fucking Psychopathic music collection as safe as I can. I mean, you can see that I got, you know, a little crack in the case here, you know. It's not perfect, but you know, you would have to really search very hard to find like a skip or a scratch on any of my CDs from back in the day, especially my Psychopathic CDs. What I would do is I would make cassette tapes. I would make mixtapes of my Psychopathic music, and I would listen to them to death. And then I started making mix CDs, and I would listen to my mix CDs, and I would keep the fucking physicals in pristine condition. There was this one time I went on a road trip to Chicago from Boston, and I filled a CD book. Remember CD books?
Yep.
I filled a CD book full of all this music I like, all these CDs I bought, but I didn't bring any actual physical Psychopathic ICP CDs. I only brought burnt copies of my favorite shit, right? And what ended up happening was our car got robbed. Our car got broken into and robbed, and my CD book was stolen. And it wasn't just mine. Now, I had a CD book that had like 50 CDs in it, and I lost 50 CDs. Another person that I was on this road trip with, they had one of those big, thick binders that had like fucking 300 CDs in them, and it was stolen. So on this road trip to Chicago, my friend, my coworker, got 300 CDs stolen. I lost 50, but I didn't lose a single Psychopathic CD because I didn't fucking trust bringing them on a fucking road trip. I'm not stupid.
Right. I was the opposite. When I was a kid, I used to bring mine on road trips.
All right. And I think the other question that JP asked was, what's up with the Wraith with no image on the cover? So let me see if I can find that. I'm not even going to look at, try to find that on the on my Psychopathic music collections video, but I'm going to put a link in the description to that. If you guys want to check out the video I made 8 years ago of my collection up to that point. So here I've got a couple of Wraith CDs, and honestly, they both got their real covers on them. But I think if I open this up, oh, interesting. So this one is a Wraith. It's got the real cover, and you know how there were two versions of the Wraith. One had the seminar, the seminar from the 2000 and was it 2001, 2002, 2002 gathering seminar where they revealed the image of the Wraith, right? That's one of those things where I was at the gathering and they had that seminar in a small room where there was like 400 people, and they filmed it, and they told us that they were going to put this on the DVD of the Wraith. But then the next day, they did a second seminar in a big fucking auditorium, and they filmed that too. And they ended up putting that one on the fucking DVD. So the one that I attended, the one that they advertised that was going to be on the DVD, I was in attendance for, and they never fucking shared that one. And I can see why, because there was like a Q&A segment in the middle of that seminar where motherfucking ninjas kept asking about Eminem. There was way too much Eminem talk during that seminar. I know they didn't want to fucking put that on the DVD. You know what I mean? Yep.
And of course, everyone that don't know, that's when all that shit was still going down.
Yeah, that was going on hardcore. So anyways, this is how they do that shit. They got the fucking, let's see. It opens up this way. Right? That's weird.
I've always loved the Wraith era, like their face paint designs that they always had all those different colors. It was awesome.
So, all right, I don't know what's up with my CDs here, but this is, look, you remember on the sampler, remember the sampler for the Wraith that just has the bird on it?
Yeah.
Remember the song Simple and Blunt, where Jay's like, go steal your copy at the record store.
Yep.
Take, leave the cover and buy a Britney Spears sticker so you don't look
Yep.
at the register. Remember that shit? So here's the thing. This CD here, and it's funny because in this case, I have 2 copies of the fucking album, right? It's because I've taken the DVD portions of the Wraith and I put them in a different place. But the thing is that in this copy here, I actually have, it just says Violent J. What this is this is the copy of Violent J's solo album that he released for free at the Gathering before he actually put it out as The Shining.
Yep.
So this is like the unmastered version that's missing a couple songs. And I actually keep that here in the Wraith case because to me, that's a very special CD that I got. Not everybody has this. And I don't have a fucking case to put it in because they just literally gave it to you in like a fucking paper sleeve. So I keep that in a Wraith case. And over here, I got 2 copies of the album. And then I keep the DVD portion somewhere else. And so, well, I guess I should fucking take a look at the video that I made. And I could probably find it real quick. In fact, I already found it. So here, check this out. This is what JP was talking about. Okay. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's the booklet that's underneath the fucking cover of the Wraith, liner notes. That ain't special. That's in every fucking copy of the Wraith. If you bought a copy of the 6 Jokers card, you have that fucking booklet. That's the cover of the booklet. All I did was I took the fucking cover out, and of course I had 2 copies of the Wraith because I bought the DVD version. And then what was the other version? It had like a live concert or something.
Yeah, it was like the live performance at the 2002 Gathering.
Right. So I got 2 copies of this album. I got one of them with the original cover and the other one with the liner notes. And here I am showing the fucking Violent J fucking solo album I got here. And I'm opening, that's the one that I got the fucking real Wraith album in. All right. So anyways, that's the answer to that question. What's up with the Carnival of Carnage, the Ringmaster in the plastic, and what's up with the reason why I don't have the booklet here is because there was a time when I needed to open that booklet up because inside, and I have the booklet somewhere else in my fucking stash. I got Juggalo shit stashed everywhere. I got cupboards over here and I got shelves over here, and I've got Juggalo shit fucking stashed everywhere. And there was a time when I needed to open that booklet up and read some of the stuff in there, and it just never made it back into the case. My shit's a little unorganized right now, but that's the answer. And what I wanted to say is that if you guys have questions for me, I would love for you to leave them in the comments, and I would be glad to indulge you with the answers in a future video. I think it's fun. I'm going to be doing more show and tells. This is kind of like a show and tell. I'm just fucking showing off shit that you guys have already seen a million times. It's my personal collection. And I've also got a vinyl collection in this bag over here that fell down. And that bag is chock full of records. They're not all Juggalo records, but I got this Mighty Death Pop record. I'm going to fucking play it on my record player. It's something that I really was dragging my heels on, collecting vinyl. I didn't want to do it at first. I felt like it was an expense that I didn't need. And but then eventually I just caved. And you guys are going to learn real soon which records I caved on and I ended up buying. And you guys are probably going to not be impressed with most of my fucking vinyl because most of it is not Juggalo related, and I don't give a fuck what you guys think of my music taste, but I will show you what I got, and that'll be for another time. Chaos. So I'm going to wrap this up. It's already like, you know, almost 10 p.m. Eastern time. You gotta be ready to do your show soon, huh?
Yeah, and if not, I'll probably just do it tomorrow.
Well, which one is it? I mean, I want to tell our live viewers, are they going to expect your live stream tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll just do it right after this, so I gotta get ready for that.
All right. So if you guys are ready for more entertainment, fucking stay tuned for Dawn Chaos's Hours of Chaos, episode 99. And Chaos, if you're going to do it on your channel, I will share it on Carnival Spirits, you know, feed. So
yeah, I am.
If any of you guys are not subscribed to Dawn Chaos, check out the Carnival Spirits feed. I will put the link to his video, his live stream up there. Chaos, I appreciate you joining me today. You're the shit. Everybody else watching, you guys are fucking awesome. I'm Beastmaster. My next video is going to be about ICP's Ultra Live Monster 5. And, also, always remember to fuck the fuck off, motherfuckers. See ya.
Yeah.